All right, Mr. Sabato. So, talk to us about this potential matchup between Governor Justice if he enters the primary, which we expect him to. I interviewed him yesterday, and he said that he's 30 days from making a decision whether he enters the GOP primary for 2024 for the Senate, and that if he faces Joe Manchin, he can win that race. How do you handicap that race if that were to occur?
Um, Assuming a lot that conditions are about the way they are today, I would call it highly, highly competitive. In fact, it would be one of three opportunities for the Republicans to gain a seat, the other two being Ohio and Montana, also with Democratic incumbents in states that have moved to the right, that have moved toward the Republicans since the last election. And if anything, Joe Manchin has the highest mountain to climb. It's Mount Everest, because West Virginia has moved solidly to the Republicans, a 70% Trump state twice. And even Manchin, who has been the most popular Democrat in the state, was held to a relatively narrow victory 6 years ago. So Republicans would undoubtedly drown West Virginia in money, and Manchin has already collected millions of dollars for the race. So it would be one of the highest spending races in the country in 2024. It would be the most highly competitive, or in that group of three, and it would be a headline race for the whole nation.
Would Justice get through the primary, though? I mean, does he have the biggest chance, considering his popularity in the state?
I can't tell you. I haven't studied who else is going to run. Mooney.
Yes.
Mooney. Look, I can't tell you. Mooney would be a weaker candidate against Manchin, but as the Republican nominee, he could still beat him. Justice, being the incumbent governor, 8 years in office, I would think that he would at least be an even bet.
What makes Manchin so vulnerable?
The D next to his name. Manchin is vulnerable because of the D next to his name. Democrats are at a low point in West Virginia. When I was growing up, West Virginia was one of the two or three most Democratic states. Now it's one of the two or three most Republican states. Probably only Wyoming is a competitor for West Virginia in that Republican category.
And is it important for someone like Justice to announce within 30 days or sooner to start raising money for a potential battle?
Well, he's going to need millions and millions, so there's no question about it. The Republican National Committee, the Senatorial Committee, can provide him with some of that money, but he'll have to raise a good deal of it himself. So the earlier he gets in and starts raising money, the more money he's going to have when he actually runs.